Hi everyone, I'm Terry, and this is the Yarnjoy podcast, episode number 83. Welcome. Happy New Year, everybody. This is January the 3rd of 2019 when I'm recording this. I have a finished object for you and some works in progress. So for my finished object, I have been, all of last year, I was working on the Harmony Stitch Blanket crochet along from Sarah Satch, and I finished my December section of it and went ahead and put a border on it, and so it is finished. So I want to show you, I'll first show you the stitch for December. It was this cable, this crossover, sorry, real close, this cable crossover stitch right there, and I really like that. It gives a really neat texture to it. And so here it is, completely finished, all the way from January to December, all the different stitches, okay? Let me put it this way, you can see, I don't know if I can hold it all up for you, there it is. Okay, and what I did for a border is, now, since after I did this, then she came out with the border for it, and so, but it really looks it looks very similar to what I did for the border. So, I guess we were thinking alike, I guess. So it started out with two rows of single crochets, and so I still had that was like the first row at the very beginning, and I still had some of that yarn color to go. I mean, still had left. It was left. And so what I did is I just went ahead and did it identical to the top row, the two rows of single crochet, so that way it would match the top and the bottom. And then I just went down along the side, and since it was only two rows of single crochets, then when I went around down the side, I just did half double crochets because it kind of matched the height of the stitches that I had done here, and so I just did half double crochets all the way down, and then I attached it to this side, and then I cut my yarn, and then I attached it again on the other end, and then down that side. And so that way the border that it made was looks like it's about the same size as what I did at the beginning and in the end. So then I guess that's clear. I don't know if I described it right, but anyway, it's finished. Okay, that's the only finished object that I have. Now, I do have three works in progresses, whips, that I have been working on this past week. So let me show you that. Okay, so last week I was telling you about the Louisa striped blanket pattern that was gifted to me by Angelia of the Lasagna Patch, and so I will pop up a picture here where what it looks like. Okay, so this is my version of it. What I did is I used it called for 5 colors, and so I used the 5 skeins of yarn that Dana of Tabitha's Treasures gifted to me in our ornament gift swap, and so I just went ahead and used them because they all kind of went together. They were kind of gradient pinks and purples, and I thought it would be pretty, and so this is what I've done so far. Last week I think I only had maybe this center area, and so I've been able to put on just two more bars of color, I think. Let's see, I finished off this one down here, this bar, which is a hot pink. I'm not sure if the color is showing out right. It's grenadine is the color. And then I did this light color because it was starting over in the sequence, the light pink. And then I did this up here, which is, I believe, I don't have the yarn with me in here, but I think that's violet, or no, dark medium purple, and then now I'm turning it and I'm starting with this color here, and I think that is Pretty in Pink, maybe, I'm not sure. I'm sorry, I don't have the skeins with me, but anyway, that's my progress on it. Oops, pulling out stitches. Anyway, that's my progress, and I'm enjoying it. The pattern is written pretty well. there was a few places where it kind of, I don't know if the stitch count was not right. I'm not coming up with the same stitch count as what in the pattern, but kind of you get the idea what the pattern is supposed to look like, and then you just kind of keep repeating what you were doing. So anyway, I'm liking it. I think it's going to be real pretty and lacy with the open work there when I get done with it. Okay, so that is the first works in progress. Okay, the next work in progress was the Amy doll, which is an amigurumi doll that I was working on, and I did quite a bit of work on her because I was really enjoying the pattern, and so I just kept working on it. It was fun and I was enjoying it. I think last week I only had her legs done, and so I did quite a bit on it, and so I'll show you. Here she is. I got her legs finished and connected and her body done, and her skirt is right there, and then her arms I just have pinned on right now because I haven't attached, I'm working on the placement and attaching them. Now I am still connected to the yarn on the skirt because when I finished the skirt in the instructions, it just seemed like her legs were so long that it really looked like she had a mini skirt on, and so I wanted to kind of continue on with the skirt a little more, and so I know I've done 2 extra rounds on the skirt, and I still have it attached because I haven't decided if I want to if I want to go down further on the skirt another round. I think I'll wait until I get more of her finished and then I'll decide. But I'll tell you what yarn I'm using. Okay, the skin color is Vanna's Choice Fisherman, and then the skirt, I have the skein of that, let me see. The skirt is this color right here. It's the Red Heart Gumdrops, it's called, I think. Let's see, I have the label. Yeah, it's Red Heart Gumdrop, and it is in colorway Smoothie. Okay, and then her top, I just tried to find some colors that was in that multicolor for the skirt, and I picked out Grape, which is Karen Simply Soft, and that's what I'm doing for her shirt, her top part. And I've got her head almost done. I'm on the decreases, and I've already stuffed it, but I need to go ahead and get her facial features on there. And it calls for safety eyes, but then she gave another version of the pattern for to stitch on eyes, where you make circles with crochet thread, and so I'm going to do that. That way, if I end up giving it to a very young child, I won't feel bad about them having safety eyes on it. So, but I think it's going to look really cute. And I haven't done started the hair or anything yet, but I'm going to use this chocolate color for the hair, and this is Big Twist from Joann's. Big Twist, I think it's the value yarn, I think. Anyway, so that's what I've done. I'm getting real close to finishing her up. I will pop a picture of the pattern, what it looks like. The pattern is by Ellen Elizabeth is the name of the designer, and I will put of course I will put links to all these patterns in the description box below, but I also will pop in a picture of what it looks like completed, her version of what it looks like. So that was whip number 2. Now whip number 3 is the Dancing Sheep Basket, and that is by Grace and Yarn, I think. Nope. I'm sorry, I've got the designers wrong. Ellen Elizabeth was the Louisa Stripes blanket. The doll pattern is by Grace and Yarn, okay? Sorry. Now, the Dancing Sheep Dancing Sheep Basket is by Divine Debris. Okay, now I got them right now. And I will pop in a picture here of the Dancing Sheep Basket, what it's supposed to look like. So this is my Dancing Sheep Basket, what I've done so far. And it's coming along. It is a tapestry crochet, and so you have to carry the yarn I have been carrying the yarn with me all the way across, so there's really not much floats. I've just been holding all the yarn together and stitching over them, and it's pretty good. You can kind of see the green kind of through the where the white is for the sheep, but not too bad. I like it. I think it's turning out good. What I'm using for my yarn is some Big Twist Sincerely that I had already, and it's light gray, okay? And I'm also using for the white for the sheep is some Impeccable Loops and Threads Impeccable in white. And then for the faces of the sheep, I'm using just some Red Heart. I think this is Buff. Anyway, I'm wanting to use up yarn that I have already, and so that's what I'm using. I really like the purple that was used in the basket. It was a really pretty color, but the only purple I have is what I'm using on my Louisa Stripes blanket, and I didn't want to have to go buy more yarn to make this basket. Oh, the green is Red Heart Tea Leaf, which is one of my favorite green colors. It's the Red Heart Super Saver. Okay, so that is the works in progresses that the works in progress that I have been working on this week. I have some upcoming that I'm going to talk about. Okay, so my upcoming is one of my goals for 2019. I wanted to make preemie hats and make 3 per month for the Halloween NICU hat donation drive for October. So if I make 3 per month, I'll have 30 to be able to donate. And so I'm going to be starting and working on at least 1 or 2 of those, because I'll need to get, this is January, so I need to get 3 done. And so I should have some done or in progress for next week. Also, I have there's 3 babies that's going to be born. I have 2 nieces that are expecting baby boys, and then I have another friend, or a friend of a friend that is pregnant, having a baby girl, and so I was asked to do a baby blanket for her, and all 3 of the babies are going to be born in the spring, like March and April, and so I need to go ahead and decide on the make my final decision on the patterns that I'm going to be using for those, and get started on those. I like to have plenty of time, if possible, to work on them. Okay, so those will be popping up in the near future. I also have going through, when I was straightening up my craft room, of course I was looking at some of my poor hibernating whips, and I found a granny square, just a 4-round granny square blanket that I was making with scraps, and so I've got a pretty good amount done on it, and so I want to go ahead and get that pulled out and start working on that too. Just, you know, from time to time I'll just make some squares, so I'll be doing that pretty soon. And thank you to all my subscribers, but I've reached my 2,500 subscriber mark to my channel here, and of course it's all due to you, my viewers. So thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. And so since I have hit the 2,500 subscriber mark, I'm going to do another giveaway, and I like to do Ravelry pattern giveaways, and that way people can pick the patterns and the projects that they like, the winner. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to be making a video within the next few days. I don't know exactly what day. It may be Sunday. I'm not sure when I'm going to make that video, but be looking for it, and it is going to be a giveaway for 2,500 subscribers, okay? And I will let you know in that video what the prize value will be, and what you need to do to enter. Okay, and let's see, what else? Oh, and then I have a shout out, or I wanted to let you know of a person's channel and the activity and things that are going over on her channel, and maybe you want to check her out. Okay, so this is Kayla of Llama Mama, and she has a YouTube channel. I mean, that's her channel name is Llama Mama, and I will put a link in the description box below. And I want you to go over, or I'd like for you to go over and check out her channel. Now, she does loom knitting. That's what she does. But she loves yarn, and she loves the yarny community, and I enjoy watching her. She watches crochet vlogs and knitting channels, and you know, we're all in one big yarny family. So please go over and check her out. She's going to be doing some great swaps this year. I think it's going to be really fun. She's going to be doing one every other month throughout the whole entire year, and the first one she just released information for, and it's going to be for February, and it's going to be Valentine themed. And you just sign up, and you end up getting a partner, and then you do a swap. She calls it Happy Mail, and you do a swap with your partner, and it'll be themed, like for February it will be for Valentine themed. And so then she will do another one, February, and then April. The next one would be April, and so on. So it's every other month throughout the year. And I think it's going to be really fun. I've already signed up for the February swap, and you can still sign up. It's not too late. It's going to be, I think the deadline to sign up is January the 7th, and today is the 3rd, so you have a few days that you'll be able to sign up. And if you can't, then there's always the next one, which will be the sign-ups will be in March for the swap that'll be in April. I will put a link to her channel or to the video where she's describing what her swaps are going to be like for the year. And then I also will put a link to where you can sign up for this Valentine swap that she's going to be doing. But anyway, I think it's going to be really fun, and go over and check her out and subscribe to her channel. Okay, so I think that's it. Like I said, thank you again for subscribing to my subscribers, and if you haven't subscribed, then please do. And I do make videos weekly showing the progress of my projects, and I do to make tutorials for different items, and I like to put in extra videos here and there, but definitely I make a weekly video of my progress of what I'm doing. So please come over and check me out and follow me along with me of the projects that I'm working on, and see what different things that I get into and I make. Okay, so everybody have a great weekend, and we will see you in the next video. Bye.